You don't call anyone by name except for me. Where's my nickname?
Your nickname is Fool!
There's Hawk and Bianca.
Hawk is a family name, and Bianca is a crossbow. Don't change the subject.
Haven't thought of a good one yet. What do you think of Red?
I said Fool!
Too common.
Well, when you think of one, let me know.
I've thought of one! All
right, I said Darktown, right? Daytime, or was it Daytime Lowtown? Lost track. But it's not showing the name of the quest. Oh, Offered and Lost. Oh, there we go, Sir Varnell's Refuge. Ricky asks, anything you're hoping to get announced at Comic-Con this year? Good question. Has Comic-Con begun? I'm trying to remember. It's as I am streaming this, it's July 26th, 2024. I don't know. I guess I'd like more information maybe about the Lanterns TV series that has been confirmed that it's been greenlit. But I'm just enjoying being back into weekly comics themselves as of the last 3 years or so, since I kind of took a break for a number of years. That, like, I don't know, I don't, you know what would be cool?
Nice place for a rally.
What would be cool, even though it's probably not nearly in the works, and Suicide Squad was their big gamble, but I've long wanted a Justice League open city action RPG. Something along those lines. I mean, you know, there's the DC Universe Online game, but it's an online game. It's an MMO, and all the gameplay elements that come with that kind of experience that I'm just not interested in. So something that's like a more single player, but like open world or open city superhero simulator in the DC Universe, I would love. But beyond that, no, I'm pretty content. Nothing I'm, really stoked or hoping for.
Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud noises. We're good.
Alright, the amulet probably isn't going to be anything I want, but let's see, just in caseies. That's what I'm... Oh, ornate amulet, here we go. Oh! Well, look at that. It is a little bit of an upgrade. Cool.
Do not fear them. They die like any beast, remove the fangs and it is lost. They are weak before the faithful of the Maker. The only certainty in their precious Qun is death before the righteous.
Sir Varnell!
Take a knee, faithful. The Chantry blesses us.
You claim a blessing when you have used the authority of the Grand Cleric so openly? You have brought wrath down upon you. You remember Sirrah Hawk? The Kunari have friends, Templar. How will you answer their allegations?
I will answer them. Varnell and the others die now.
You want a fight? Face someone whose weapons are not bound.
Templars are cowards. They only pick on those whose lives they already hold in their hands.
Righteous! Destroy them!
So this was about the time that I feel like BioWare with Dragon Age was even more heavily leaning into organized religion equals the worst evil, you know? There was definitely that going on in Dragon Age Origins, but they were really leaning into it here. I seem to remember it continuing in Dragon Age Inquisition. More and more, kind of like the worldview, the philosophy that's influencing the writers of the Dragon Age series just kind of starts bubbling to the surface with this game and then in Inquisition as well.
All right. Time to bring this mess to the Viscount's attention.
No, first we loot the bodies!
Madness! Madness!
It certainly is.
Chantry involvement. Even if they are fringe elements. Oh, it could not be worse.
The Chantry has seen the abuses the Templars get away with. Why would they not think to do the same?
You killed them? All of them?
Well, all that we're here, there's still much to be done.
This group at least is crippled.
Then that, at least, is something. Not that it matters now. We have the delegate, but I can't return the bodies to the Canary in this state. Sirrah Hawk, you know the Arishok. What should I do?
Yes, I suggest just being forthcoming if you have the stomach for it. If not, I shall tell him.
Hiding this would only make it worse.
It would, wouldn't it? I'm losing my sense of how to balance this nightmare.
Yes, I can see that.
I appreciate your help in this matter. As bad as this is, it could have been much worse without you.
Would have.
Kirkwall owes you.
Yes.
I owe you.
Greatly.
Now, going back to my earlier comments, I mean, that's not to say that there have not been some Christians in history that have done some horrible things that have marred the reputation of the church, that have been far counter to biblical teaching, the teaching of Jesus. There have certainly been horrible abuses of Christianity that have resulted in horrible things. But at the same time, it is interesting to see, and also not surprising to see, people taking every opportunity and running with it to wag a finger at organized religion. And you know, if you look at the Chantry, if you look at the Templars, I mean, they're clearly pulling inspiration from church history, in particular, I think Catholic church history. But to be so intensely focused on it is eyebrow-raising even to Christians. There was the actor who played the nerd in The Office. I can't remember his name, and he's also recently played a character in. Oh wait, no, was it him? I'm getting mixed up with like. It might be the guy that played the kind of scuzzy right-wing dude in Parks and Rec. I think it was him. If not, it was the guy who played the nerd in The Office. I'm getting the two actors mixed up. But one of them recently said, yeah, Hollywood, like people, writers in Hollywood, like in Hollywood, there's definitely like this bias against Christianity. And, you know, as far as I know, they are not a Christian themselves. But for them to just kind of be making that observation of just like, yeah, well, the Christians are way off on the villains. Like when, I think that they said something along the lines of, how about sometimes a Christian that's nice in these stories? So when it gets to that point, you'd think that some of these producers and writers would notice, but I mean, yeah, that's just the state of the world. Okay, so I forgot what the next quest is. What am I doing here? I guess, is it time to go talk to what's his dude? It doesn't say in the quest notes that it is, so that must be just a main plot that is not ready to kind of act on yet. So I'll do this prime suspect thing. Speak to Emmerich in the gallows.
You know the Tethras family businesses are...
Shut it, we're here!
Emmerich, you've been bothering the captain.
I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Ninette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
All right, then turn him in.
If you know he's guilty, do something about it.
Ah, and here we get to the crux of the matter. I cannot lay a finger on Dupuis. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something.
My men raided that house. There was nothing, and I've heard no end because of it. You were reprimanded, I hope?
Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
Tell me why I should get involved.
No one else believes you. Why should I?
Because you saw the sack of bones. You found Ninette's hand. You can't tell me there's nothing to this. What if one of the women who died was someone you loved? If Gascard Dupuis is guilty, he must be stopped before he kills again.
Then we will investigate Dupuis, if only to put this to rest.
If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. At least I'll know for sure.
Well, don't get your hopes up. I have many things to do.
I'm not making any promises.
I'll take whatever help I can get. You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
All right.
We have no...
Yeah, I think one of the things that I'm seeing, and again, while I'm recording, especially where I'm live streaming, I am struggling because of multitasking to keep track of the story. But I think what I've been seeing is the main story is about these tensions between Templars and mages and the Chantry and, you know, the Kunari. It's like these despite it taking place on a smaller scale in this just mainly this city of Kirkwall, it's about these broader ideas of like this people group is, there's tensions between this people group and this people group, and these larger scale things are going on. It's not as personal as I would like it to be, as I'd prefer it to be. And seeing the connective tissue between all these things and where the main story is going, it's just such a broad focus that like it's going to come to a head at some point, and then it'll probably get more personal with people in my party and stuff like that. But right now, all of these things are just these little, even the main quests, they are written and feel to me like side quests. I'm not seeing a real clear through line that is being built upon in the same way that I would in some other games. Anyway, break into Gasgard Dupuy's Hightown estate after dark to see if there's evidence that links him to the disappearances. The disappearances being the Kunari disappearances, which is why the Kunari are still in town, because the Arashok of the Kunari is honor-bound to figure this out before he leaves, I guess. Alright, so in the name of, I guess, diffusing tensions, I'm trying to solve this mystery, right? Something like that? Alright, let's do that then.
Scheduled appointments at this time, apprentice.
Let's see, can I sell some stuff while I'm here? That'd be cool. Oh, this is definitely an improvement. Yeah, there's no getting around that. That is totally an improvement. And we'll keep that, put it in our storage until we get a chance to give it to somebody that could use it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we'll sell that. No. Yeah, no. Alright. What does this do? Adds cold damage. How much cold damage? It's not very helpful.
Got them too!
Alright, we're selling. Selling that. I don't know. I'll hang on to them. I seem to not pick those up very often, so just in case. Alright, so where was I going again? Hightown Estate at night. Okay. There we go. Gabriel Stinson, thanks for jumping in the chat, asks, are you planning on playing the Legacy DLC for Dragon Age 2? It will help lead up to Inquisition. Absolutely I am. That DLC and kind of hearing some people talk about it in recent years, reflecting back on this game, is one of the main reasons that I was interested in doing this second playthrough. I remember playing Dragon Age Inquisition and feeling like I was missing some pieces of the story, feeling just a little bit lost, and then come to find years later, it's because key story was locked in DLC. I'm just like, what the crap? So, this was, I mean, Dragon Age 2, in a lot of ways, just, I think, represents a low point for BioWare, and certainly for this series. Now, arguably, BioWare as a whole has hit a lower point recently with some of their games like Anthem and whatnot, but the BioWare, what I want out of BioWare, this game represents a low point.
I'll deal with this!
In fact, I'm a little bit regretting not really having the time to play Awakening before this, because that's when Anders is introduced as a character. And then he becomes a recruitable character again in this game. But playing Awakening, even though I certainly prefer that game over that, I guess it is its own campaign. It's just, you know, a full-size game campaign in the Origins engine. That one's not essential to the series as far as the main story goes. Hey, there they go. They just teleport in. Oh, look at that. That's so cheap.
Give the Maker my regards!
You do get results, don't you?
Oh, Bartram's estate. Tempting, tempting. I'll come back another night. Oops. Something going on with the stream again, maybe? Oh, maybe not. Okay. It just does weird things now and then. What the?
I don't think the guards raiding the estate met that particular reception.
Okay. Doing business with some
What creatures are they talking
dark
about?
individual.
The Shades?
Nope, that door arbitrarily doesn't open.
This is my favorite part!
You're not him. Shit, I know what this looks like, but I didn't hurt her.
Really?
Do you take me for a fool?
No, I didn't mean... I don't know why you're here, but there's a killer out there, and I think he's playing us both. Just let me explain.
Quickly!
If I hear anything I don't like, you're dead.
Several years ago, my sister was murdered. The bastard's now in Kirkwall, killing again. The same way he killed my sister. It starts with a bouquet of white lilies. He sends them to each new victim. Alessa was going to be next. I took her, so he'd have to come to me. I was finally going to face my sister's killer, but then you showed up.
He's lying! He hurt me!
I've explained this. I need your blood to track you down. If he took you, it was for your protection.
Let go of me!
She'll go straight to the city guard. They'll ruin everything.
So you're a blood mage.
I could report you to the Templars for blood magic.
Yes, I've used blood magic and lyrium to augment my powers. I'm not proud of what I've done, but I had to. He took my sister from me.
Someone named Emmerich or something suspected you.
Emmerich was certain you were the killer.
Of course he was. But I was trying to find the killer just like him. Our paths crossed and he just assumed I was the murderer.
Well, I'm going to talk to him about this. Maybe after killing you.
He'll want to know what happened here.
Tell him whatever you like. I'll be long gone by then.
No, you won't.
You're lying, and I don't like liars.
No. I've worked too hard. It can't end like this.
But it will. Fall to my power!
See that spell on the door? That's the spell that's arbitrarily trapping us in here until the combat encounter is done. I wonder if anybody on the dev team was shaking their heads and just like, ugh, this feels gross. All right, here we go. We gotta get this thing going. We gotta just get it done. But as I think I've said before, I'm also open to the possibility that, like, you know, they were somewhere in between, not being like super happy about it, but also not feeling bad about it. I can imagine like somebody just thinking, okay, I'm gonna make the best of this situation. Sure, I don't like where things seem to be heading with this game, because on the ground level, a lot of them don't know how the game is going to turn out. They might just have suspicions and stuff. But they, you know, a lot of them might have just had their noses to the grindstone and just thinking, all right, how do I make the best of this situation? Here's a puzzle I got to solve in a short amount of time. Here we go. And maybe they found some, you know, deserved satisfaction in coming up with the solutions that they did with the timetable they were given. But you just wonder. I wonder about stuff like that. All right, let's see. Oh, are there not stairs here? The minimap is showing stairs. That's very weird. Okay. Oh, more shielding. I guess we are, for some reason, going this way. What? Oh, come on. A, fire off this spell. This is where I want it to be. Oh, gross. When he does that move, when he's like, for the Firestorm spell, he's like lifting up his hands, you know. It reminds me a little bit of the meteor spell in Dragon's Dogma 2, which is freaking awesome. That's how I want a mage to feel like when I'm casting big spells like that. This just kind of gives a nod to...
That's not really my thing.
It must be your thing! I demand that it be your thing!
Oh, that's infuriating. I even pumped everything I could into his roguiness. Crap. Is there something... There's nothing he can drink, nothing he can wear. There's not that much utility in potions or, In Skyrim, I could drink a potion that would boost his lockpicking. In D&D, which this is certainly inspired by. Huh.
An ornate demonic belt, huh?
I think I might like that better. I mean, I don't like getting rid of the +1 magic, because that contributes to my magic damage, but... let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. Can he wear this one? Give him that one. Oh, what is this? Oh. Yeah, no. Alright, we're good. Onward and upward. Silly me for looking at the mini-map for guidance. I'd like it if they would at least gray out the areas of the mini-map that you're not going to be able to get access to.
The devil!
Okay.
Why would Gascard be inquiring about escaped mages from Starkhaven?
I don't care!
Oh, has to be Hawk. Yeah, no, I want the mana. So we can go ahead and... Oh, that's right, I gotta remember to move things to junk. That can really help me later on. Let's give this to Varric. Yeah, now these can go to junk. Alright, good. Probably wouldn't hurt to save. Oops. Here. There we go. Let's see. David McKell, thanks for jumping in the chat. Says, hello, I see you're playing Dragon Age 2. I'm about to play Kingdoms of Amalur. Been enjoying building my character. Man, I love that game. I would rather be playing that than Dragon Age 2, I can tell you that much. Yeah. Okay, I can go this way. Yeah, I've been thinking, I was just recently thinking about, do I want to go back and do like a from scratch, like a start over on that one, doing the, as a
These streets
rogue,
should be safe
as a
at
thief
night.
character.
Care to help out with that?
I mean, you can switch your class, but I mean, I just did a playthrough of the main campaign and some of the more recent DLC as Elderast, and I can't bring myself to change Elderast into a rogue. You can't change his appearance enough, and I just can't play him as a rogue. He's got to be a wizard. Emmerich at the gallows. Is that where I am now? No, I need to get out of here. All right.
Blondie, I don't mean to sound critical, but have you considered a new...
Oh, so I guess I'm talking to Moira. It said go talk to Emmerich.
line of work?
Such as?
Aren't you Hawk? Emmerich left not long ago. He said you'd arranged to meet tonight.
That sounds like idiocy!
There was no such arrangement.
But you sent him a message. I still have it with me.
I didn't send this.
You didn't? Strange.
You're strange!
It's not a good sign.
Well, I don't know. Emmerich's been acting strangely for months. It's probably just a misunderstanding.
Yes, by way of misunderstanding, someone wrote a letter posing as me!
Alley just outside Lowtown, okay? Oh, there we go.
Mage sent that thing here to kill him. Why would anyone... Oh, Maker. The murders. Emmerich was right. He was getting too close. He suspected a man named Gascard Dupuis. Did he do this?
Well, I don't know. He's dead.
I killed Gascard.
Then who sent the creature? Whoever did this is a dangerous apostate that Meredith will want found. I will see to it personally.
My guardsman will find Alessa, the woman who was with Gascard. She might still be in danger.
Thank you for your help in this matter. If you learn anything more, please come to me.
I think you did it! Why don't we just kill everyone? We're sure to get the murderer then.
Let's see here. What do we got going on here? Just 2 main plots right now. All that remains, that is a main quest, so let's go check it out. There appears to be a small commotion at the Hawk Estate. Find out what's causing it.
And kill them!
It's probably gonna be daytime. There we go, Hawk Estate. Oops, okay, I guess that's we're auto-saving. Let's do a hard save.
Enchantment! No, Leandra. Leandra.
What's all the yelling about?
Where's your mother? Is she feeling all right?
Why are you asking me? I don't care, and she's not my mother!
How should I know? I just got home.
Your mother didn't show up for our weekly visit. Is she ill? She is here, isn't she?
No, Gamlin. We haven't seen her all day.
Where could she be?
With her suitor, perhaps?
Suitor? Leandra never mentioned a suitor.
Well, those lilies arrived for her this morning.
Oh, lilies.
White lilies? I know something about that.
Don't just leave me waiting. What is it?
There's a killer in Kirkwall who sends his victims white lilies before he takes them. He's murdered several women already.
No. You're wrong. Leandra is fine.
Well, living in denial isn't going to do anything. She's probably dead.
Ignoring the facts doesn't change them.
You don't know for sure that she's in trouble. Maybe Leandra took another path to my house. I could have just missed her. I'm going back to Lowtown.
You should help Gamlin look for your mother. You might be able to track her more easily once night falls and the streets empty out. All right. The boy and I will stay here in case she returns. I hope all is well. There's another letter waiting on your desk at your leisure.
Yes, yes.
I am being hard on this game, but I have to confess that in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I want to do these side quests, you know? So there is still something about existing in the fantasy world of Dragon Age, and in some instances, the combat can be fun for the length that it lasts. I think that if I were to dial up the difficulty, combat, it might be more tactical just because you would have to think more carefully, pause more often because it would be more difficult, but it would still feel unfair because of how the enemies teleport in and stuff like that. And so I'm not really interested in going that route. And so for what the combat is, I only want it in short spurts, but in the short, if the spurts are short enough and when they don't lean too heavily on the constantly teleporting waves of enemies, which is most of the time, unfortunately, I do get some enjoyment out of it. I do like this world. It's got that standard D&D vibe that so many people seem afraid to just want to lean into imitating, but I love that kind of setting. And so when I get it in a game, even like Dragon Age 2, there's a lot to be enjoyed. And there's other things about the game that are, you know, they just have some production value to them that are nice. So, I mean, I'm bringing up the gripes that I have as I go along, but that shouldn't be taken as a representation of my general feelings on the game. All right, help Gamlin search for Leandra. Lowtown after nightfall may be a good place to start. All right, off to Lowtown at night. That's a dark town. There we go, Lowtown.
Wait. You say you saw Leandra?
What?
I did. What of it?
Blue dress, grey hair. Her cloak was brown, I think. She holds it closed with a round brooch, silver with garnet.
She also pretends to be people's mothers.
I told you already. I saw her.
Did you see where she went?
What do I get for telling you?
Yeah. I don't get angry.
You don't get your ears boxed.
All right. I'll tell you. That lady was here. She looked like she was going to take the bridge to Hightown. But then a man came up to her. He stumbled and fell over right at her feet like he was dead. His hands were all bloody, like he'd been in a fight. The lady shook him, and I think he said, "Help!" She got him to his feet, and he was wobbly. It was funny. Anyway, they left, and that's all I saw.
Describe this man.
What did the man look like?
He was a man. He had hair and a nose, and nice clothes, but they were all stained from the blood.
Very well. Onward!
It's not too late. She could still be alive.
But it's doubtful.
Why would anyone take her? It doesn't make sense.
Very true.
The man left some blood. Where he fell over. You could follow it.
Why don't you do what the boy says? I'm going to go home in case Leandra shows up.
Never thought I'd say this, but Gamlen's right. My men can look for Leandra while we check the blood. Any lead helps.
Joel Nelson says, Dragon Age isn't my style of gameplay, but your commentary as Elderast makes it very entertaining. Oh, good. Thank you, Joel. It makes it fun for me, too.
This blood is fresh. If we hurry, there might be a trail we can follow.
Yes, well, I'm looking at it. Oh, it's more blood. Yes.
There's another.
Blood.
Blood.
Yes, blood.
I'm on the right path. Where is he taking her?
Well, surely we're about to find a passed-out body at some point.
There. I hope I'm not too late.
Yes, but let's take some time and see what's in this crate.
I kind of doubt a wooden staff is going to be worth checking out, but... yeah, no, he's still better off with what he has. Alright.
There. The foundry. They must have gone inside.
You've been here before, haven't you?
I get confused. Many of these places look the same.
This is where you found the human remains all those years ago. We should have known there was something else here.
Mother must be here somewhere. We need to look around.
Let's see, perhaps there'll be some combat we can enjoy in this wide open space.
Here somewhere.
Or perhaps that will wait for another time. Certainly looks suited to it.
Looks like someone forgot to conceal the door to his hideout.
This wasn't here before. Mother must be down there. With him.
Here. What do we got? No. Nope.
Follow the blood.
Nope.
What the devil? Are you telling me to go back inside?
I'm very confused. Did I leave prematurely? Follow the trail of blood. Okay. I guess... Am I supposed to interact with these? They started appearing without me interacting with them, so I felt like I probably didn't need to do anything, but... Blood... And then I'm led to this door, so... Yeah, and then more blood here. Oh, this is back out? Let's see. Did I just end up going in a circle without realizing it? So this was the blood that took... Yeah. Okay. Alright, live stream's having issues again. Let me see if I can fix them. Yeah, that is plenty irritating, the amount of problems I've been having. And I do some testing. I did some testing yesterday. It was all fine during the testing. Again, I mentioned we've got some, probably some internet repairs going on. But I feel like every time I do a live stream, there's always like something going on, and I never solve it. I never figure it out. I just kind of end up dealing with it and restarting the stream, and so frustrating to the point where I'm just like, ugh, should I just not even do live streams? I can do the once a year charity thing, and beyond that, I just don't know if I have it in me and in my resources, my technical setup and technical know-how. I don't know if I'm the guy that should be doing live streams. Maybe I should just be recording stuff and uploading it. Alright, this is also lame. That I feel like I don't know where the game wants me to go. Like I don't want to go there. So let's go back in. Trail of blood. Let's assume I accidentally made a big circle of some kind. Trail of blood. Or you know what, forget it. Let's just systematically explore this dungeon. I'm gonna ignore the trails of blood, since they might be sending me in circles. Blood magic. Each point of health provides 0.25 additional mana. That's interesting. But I think I'd rather have the +1 to all attributes, especially since one of them is going to be magic, so... But maybe that could be for somebody else. Like, yeah, I can see this being something he would make use of. Cool. Alright, D-Atomizer, thanks for jumping in the chat. Says, one of my favorite games of all time is Dragon Age Inquisition. Yeah, that won Game of the Year on a number of lists that year. I think it was up against the Lord of the Rings game that had the Nemesis system or whatever it was that was getting a lot of buzz. I think those were the two... Oh! This has got to be it. The two games that were really kind of on a lot of Game of the Year lists that year. But it certainly, I think, was my Game of the Year when it came out. Okay, now we're finally getting somewhere.
Mother! Alessa!
Too bad. Almost got rid of that woman calling herself my mother.
Joel Nelson says, don't stop the live streams. My boys and I enjoy watching you play live. Okay, thanks, Joel. I appreciate that feedback. I was thinking just with some of these restarts and stuff like, oh man, I should probably put a poll up, at least for the patrons, to give me feedback on this. I just don't have a good read on whether or not it's worth doing. I do like the interaction, for sure. But, you know, I don't get a huge turnout every time for my live streams, and, you know, so yeah, it's good to get that feedback. Okay. Let's take all of these. It's a gaudy amulet, but is it useful? Enemies drop better equipment. That sure sounds nice. Is this a... Oh, Hawk doesn't have to wear it. Okay. Oh, I think I want her to have this. Yeah. Yeah. Me likey. Let's savey. Yeah, De-Atomizer, game graphics have come a long way. Although, as I commented before, I do like the little bit of added sharpness and the 60 FPS that you get on the... At least on the Series X, if not the Xbox One, playing this that way. And I did... Someone asked last time, you know, about, like, the frame rate that I'm uploading with. I am uploading with 60. So if it's not displaying in 60 FPS, it has something to do with internet-y things between me and you, somewhere along the way. Oh, wow, this is some dark stuff. Okay. So we got kind of maybe a Silence of the Lambs type scenario here. Some dude is killing ladies and keeping their parts. Dude, you know what? I just want to make a mental note. I've got my son Titus likes horror. I prefer horror with monsters. He prefers more like the killer slasher type stuff, and I'm like, oh boy, that's not my thing. And I'm less interested in him being exposed to that kind of violence anyway, as opposed to weird monster violence, you know? But I wonder if he would like some of those more suspense murderer type movies like Silence of the Lambs. So I'm gonna make a note, because he might discover that what he actually likes is that kind of stuff even more. We'll see. Okay. You know, scary, intense movies that are actually good.
That smell.
Yep, this guy's definitely like a Buffalo Bill type.
It's Mother's locket. She wouldn't willingly part with it.
Yes, this is very promising. Maybe we'll find some bits of Mother soon.
Oh. Fancy shield. Can she use it? Oh, not worth it. I'll bet my brother Carver. I could keep that as like a backup type of thing. I'll put it in storage. I might not even be able to add it to junk. Can I move it to junk? Well, it sure looks like I can. Oh yeah, but I don't want to put it in junk. So let's rescue that from junk. There we go. Okay.
Does he live?
Oh, I haven't finished casting that. Okay. I wonder if this would queue up spells like Dragon Age Origins. Yep, there's wave 2, right on schedule.
That's enough out of you! Go down!
What is this?
That woman in the portrait looks like Leandra, doesn't she?
A shrine dedicated to a wife? A sister?
I need to find her. Now.
Let's see here. Oh, the atomizer says it's 60, so you're getting it in 60. That's great. Joel Nelson says, any plans on watching and commenting on the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? Yes, the timing is the thing that's unsure to me right now. The timing was just bad. We had this vacation we were gone for last week, which limited when I could put this last of the 3 live streams, and doing the live stream like this today meant I just couldn't. I was cramming so hard, coming in hot Tuesday night to get a week's worth of work done in the days I had remaining. So, and then next week, Batman Caped Crusader is coming out on Thursday, and the Zack Snyder Rebel Moon director's cuts are coming out on Friday, which I suppose it's possible I could try to fit in the Deadpool Wolverine movie next week, but I also am trying to make some content, play some of Darkest Dungeon 2 and Flintlock, and make some comments at least about those next week, at least on the podcast. So it's just this crazy cluster of things. And then, you know, by the time a certain amount of time passes, it's like, well, is this really...
Not likely.
Ah, dang it! Varric! I kind of miss a potential window of interest. Maybe not, you know. Should I wait until, like, it's coming to a streaming service and then there'd be a rise in general interest again? But, I mean, I don't want to, for the sake of a larger audience that I'm trying to, you know, grow to reach, I don't want to neglect those that are already connected to the content that might be like, hey, we're here and ready for comments on this now. So, yeah, probably the next window of opportunity I have, I'll make my way to a theater and watch it. But we'll see. I'll have to look ahead. But yes, as far as the quick answer is yes, it's just a matter of when. Alright, so... I think I want to pump it all into magic this time, because I feel like I'm not tapping into health potions at all, and only rarely into mana potions or lyrium potions. But what I'd like to do is, with my magic, just take out waves more quickly. I'd like to, in a single blast of a spell, take out a whole group of enemies, not just whittle them down to half or a fourth of their health. So I'm gonna go for all 3 points into magic this time. Alright, now can I do anything to make my current spells stronger? This might be an upgrade of the Firestorm spell. Oh, scorches a larger enemy, plus 24 fire damage. That's probably what I would like. Oh, but what's this one? Oh, that's just, yeah, that doesn't do more damage necessarily. So yeah, let's boost that one. Cool. Joel Nelson says, I saw it today and it does not disappoint. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I am optimistic that I'll get something out of it, because at the very least it looks like it is going to be a different flavor than what the MCU has been doing. It's just a different animal, and it's like, at this point, man, anything that feels different is going to be welcome. Just for the sake of variety. It's not even if, like, it's equally not my taste, it'll at least be something different.
What?
Huh. So this psycho is, I don't know, I haven't forgotten my promise. When I see it, I'll know. I would know that face anywhere. Is this like his dead wife that he's writing to? I don't even know.
Surprise. Why would he have these? What's he planning?
Okay, so still no idea who this Dupuis guy is working with. But we're just getting little hints here. Okay, we're on the right track. Whoa. Oh. Restriction to both Mage and Elderast. 43 armor, I'm liking that. Plus 10 mana stamina. Plus 24 attack, I don't know. It's not as appealing, but the rest is really good, so yeah. And then that, we will move to jump. Nice, okay.
I was wondering when you'd show up. Leandra was so sure you'd come for her.
You bastard! I'm going to kill you.
I don't even remember why, but I'm totally going to do it.
For more chat about geek entertainment, answers to your questions, and news from the wider world of Christian geekery, get the Christian Geek Central podcast today on iTunes and other podcast services.